Hi Glamour Hair followers, Kaine here. I'm just going to do like a quick review about my new wig. So my new wig's actually Malaysian hair, and seeing as it's the new year, we decided to bring out, new hair type. So now we're going to be stocking Malaysian hair. So I will show you the new one. So as I said, it's Malaysian hair, and I actually got this one dyed jet black. So you can see it. It's jet black. And if you look at it in comparison to this one, you can really see the difference. It looks quite dark now, but when you put it against the jet black, then you can see the difference. So as I said, this is Malaysian hair. And what I've noticed about it, because I didn't know too much about it, it's actually naturally quite curly. I didn't expect it to be so curly. And this is Virgin Malaysian hair, so there's been no treatment or anything put on it. It's only been coloured to jet black. So as you can see, the curl pattern is actually quite deep. It's quite a deep wave. And I think that the hair itself feels quite light, and the hair strands are thinner than the Brazilian hair. So as you can see, this one is Brazilian hair. I've just washed it. I washed it last night. So this is its natural wave. So it's a very, very, very loose wave, whereas this one, the waves are a bit more deep set, a little bit tighter. So when you first get the wig, you're going to see that it has the excess lace around the front and around the back, if you can see. The lace at the front is actually quite a thick lace, and that's only because it's a glueless wig, so it has to be thicker so it can stay on your head. It could be a lot more secure. And at the back there are the elasticated straps, so you just pull these off and then you can tighten it to where you need it to be. You can see it. Okay. So with this one, I actually got clips put in it as well, so this is all optional. If you want clips added, that's going to add to the cost, but I decided to get 2 clips done at the temples, if you can see. So all you need to do, just clip it back. So it's a bit more secure that way. So this thickness is 130% density. Now all the wigs come as 120% density, and that's a natural thickness. I tend to like my wigs a little bit fuller, only because it will last longer. Hair does shed. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that there's absolutely no shedding, but the shedding's minimal. But I just like to have it a bit thinner, so over time, it's still intact because it's quite, it's fuller. So even if the hair strands do start coming out, you're not really going to notice it because of the fullness. So all the wigs come as 120%, but if you want it thicker, that's not a problem. That's just an additional cost. So yeah, that would be the additional cost. Not really much more to tell about it. I haven't actually put it on. What I am going to do is cut the lace off. Some people like to, kind of put it on their head and cut it that way, I think, but I don't do that. What I tend to do is, you can either put it on your wig stand and cut it, but because my wig stand's quite dark, I'm not going to be able to see where the hair stops. It's not like it's on, a white polystyrene head. So I'm not really going to be able to see where the hairline stops. So what I'm going to do, I just have this tissue paper here that it came in, and I put it back in like that. And what I'm going to do, if you look closely, you're going to be able to see where the hairline stops. So yeah, so closely, you'll see where the hairline stops. So what I'm going to do is pin it back and cut very close to the hairline, but just be really careful that you don't cut where the hair is. I tend to cut my lace off with really small scissors. So you're looking at like these sort of scissors that you would to cut like your nails or something. So they're very, very small, and it just allows you to get really close, really close to the hairline. The lace, again, I opted for the dark brown lace. Okay, there's 3 different shades, so it kind of matches my skin quite well. I don't think I'm going to need to put any sort of makeup on it, if you can see. So yeah, what I'm going to do though is I'm actually going to straighten it, because I want to put layers in it, and I'm actually going to layer this one at some point today. So I'm going to straighten it because I want the cut to be balanced. So the best way to cut it would be when the hair is straight. So I'm going to straighten all of it out, put the layers in, and then use the curling one just to kind of put a loose curl in it. So I'm going to straighten the hair with my GHDs, which are here. Again, you can use any straightener, but I like the GHDs. They're really good. I can vouch for these because my mum's a hairdresser and she uses these every single day, day in and day out, and they last, and they get really hot very quickly. So these are the largest size. They come in 3 sizes, but because the hair's really long, I'm going to go with the bigger one here. And then after I've done that, I'm going to go over it. When I've cut it, I'm going to use the Amica curling one just to put like a loose curl in it. Now I've got the 5-barrel interchangeable one, which is here. So this is the Amica curling wand. Again, 5 barrels. So this is the biggest barrel. So the bigger the barrel, the looser the curl you're going to get. So I'll just show it to you how you can just pull it off. If I can get it off, comes off. So that's the biggest one there. And then this is the smallest one. So if you're looking for like tighter curls, you can use a smaller one and put it in there. And then you've got another one, but this barrel is tapered at the end. So it means that when you have your curl, the curl is going to be tapered at the ends because of how the wand is, it's tapered. Then I've got the medium sized one, which is cool. And then I've got this one. To be honest, I've never ever used it, don't really know how to use it, so I'm going to ask my mum. It's this, and I think basically it's to do with lifting the root, so you get a little more of a higher sort of curl. Not really sure, never ever used it, so I don't know. The Amica curling wand, I think it retails at about £200, but I actually got mine for £100 because I went to a hair exhibition late last year called Salon International, and I was able to pick this up for £100. So I'm going to be using that. And before I straighten and put any sort of heat on it, I'm going to use a heat protecting spray. I have some of them around in this room. And then I'm also going to use a little bit of Moroccan hot oil, which I'll probably put on, yeah, before I straighten it as well. And that's it really. So I just wanted to review it. As I said, it's 130% density, and the length of this one is 26 inches. You can see the ends. I actually like the ends. They're not actually too thin. Very much intact. I do like it. Yeah, and it's jet black, so I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like when I wet it and leave it. So it's probably going to go extremely curly, but this is just like my initial review. I don't know what it's going to be like once I've worn it day in and day out and stuff like that. So I don't really know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. And that's it for now. So I'll be back, and you can see the hair again. See you in a bit.